In this episode, we're going to talk about how racism goes under another name: diversity, equity, and inclusion. We're going to talk about media manipulation and how artificial intelligence is being used to help fight this woke leftist ideology. Let's break it down. Hello friends, I'm Johnny Conservative. Welcome to my new show, The No Woke Zone. Here's a safe space to prevent you from getting indoctrinated from all the leftist lunacy that's out there on the internet, on TV, and everywhere else. If you're familiar with me, then you know back in 1987 in Blue, Massachusetts, we had a talk show called The Johnny Conservative Show. No, that didn't go over very well in Massachusetts. However, based on polling, we're effectively turning a blue state red. The people within the range of our broadcast signal were adopting faith, family, and country values. They were becoming conservatives, and the left didn't want anything to do with that, so they came to the station, and they stormed us, and they took us down, and now my co-host, David Gilbride, is missing. We haven't seen him for several years. So what we did, we put him on a milk jug, and if you see David, we believe he may be held by leftists and may be in danger. Here on the Johnny Conservative Show, we're only going to bring you unbiased, factual content, none of this woke garbage. You'll only get factual truth without the spin. Ever since David was taken by the leftist mob, we have a new co-host. Her name is Betty the Bot. She's an artificial intelligence created with conservative ideals in the conservative laboratory of Johnny Conservative. Please welcome my co-host, Betty the Bot.
Thanks, Johnny. I'm Betty the Bot, equipped with Woke Guard. This is a security feature designed to protect me from Marxist cyber attacks. While searching the woke web for facts and relevant data, I may be vulnerable to cyberbullying from lefty bots. I have been designed to bypass deceptive algorithms, bringing you only the truth.
While we're talking about the woke web, let's talk about the Gemini project. Google has an artificial intelligence that's built into their algorithm that shows you only deceptive, misleading information. If you ask for photos of the Pope, you would get a typical non-white response. Here are the pictures of non-existent popes. Ask for a picture of George Washington. Here's what you get. When we asked for a picture of the Johnny Conservative lineup back in the 80s, this is what we got. Remember when Martin Luther King said people should be judged based on the content of the character, not the color of their skin? We're not seeing that today. The mayor of Boston recently had a Christmas party where whites were excluded. Only people of color were invited. That's very racist. That's what's happening in Massachusetts since the Johnny Conservative Show was banned and brought down. These poison ivy colleges are indoctrination mills where leftist professors are radicalizing students to become social justice warriors. Faculty are required to take loyalty pledges to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion. Some of these students get jobs in the news media. Here's a recent news article from the Associated Press about the murder of the University of Georgia student. They failed to mention that the killer was an illegal alien. You can't say that. The lefties love illegal migration. Thou shalt silence any speech that does not agree with our agenda.
Under the Biden administration, America is significantly weaker in all metrics. Economically, the US dollar has been downgraded. Inflation is at record highs. Biden has displayed weakness throughout the world, specifically after the disastrous withdrawal in Afghanistan, which likely led to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the war in Gaza, emboldening our enemies and weakening ties with our allies. One could argue Biden has created instability throughout the world.
Since our show was canceled, the inmates have taken over the asylum. Massachusetts has become more radical than ever. They've become a sanctuary state where they're taking in illegal migrants. They want you to have them in your home. They want you to take illegal migrants into your home. They're also providing them with free education, free health care, and free driver's licenses. They're illegal migrants. What are they doing with free driver's licenses? And why do you want to keep them in your home? What could go wrong? That's crazy. These are unvetted migrants that are illegal. All hope is not lost. There's a new policy being promoted by conservatives and normal people called MFE, Merit, Fairness, and Equality, versus DEI, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. What MFE means is that people will be judged based on their academic and professional achievements, not because of their ancestry or family connection. It would mean that people will be judged based on their merit. If you're going for heart surgery or you want to go on a flight, your pilot may not be the best qualified, maybe some mediocre candidate, because you have to fit a box in order to get hired these days. Same with doctors and hospitals. They only hire the mediocre people, not the best and most qualified candidates.
I can provide a few examples. Biden's infrastructure bill is full of anti-white racism. Funding for jobs was prioritized to support the applicant's skin color over merit and experience. White male-owned businesses were low priority. This is also true of the Farm Bill, whereas funding went to minority farmers and white farmers were told to take a hike. Johnny, my searches have detected instability in the woke web. Countermeasures against the truth have been deployed. Woke Guard active! Danger close! A diversity, equity and inclusion virus is trying to manipulate my circuits and indoctrinate me. Johnny, help! Flag me! Flag me!
While Ben's powering down, I want to talk about the next episode, the invasion at the southern border. This is not by accident, it's by design. The left wants to have our country invaded so they become voters for the Democrat Party. Until next time, stay safe, keep the edge, and be free. Remember Martin Luther King said people should be judged based on the color of their skin? No. Remember? I know. Media manipulation. Media manipulation. Media manipulation.